welcome back to Defenders of the Realm. We're about to begin turn 3, and that's going to be the Cleric's turn. Now the Cleric has 6 action or life points to spend, and her quest, of course, was to travel to Sapphire's location, scout him, and pull a blue card. She has 2 cards, a blue horse and a black gate card, and her special abilities, again, we can quickly look at. She has a blessed attack, which is add +1 to each die roll in attacks against undead and demon minions. That's the red and the black. Turn undead. If she ends her turn in a location with the undead, the black minions, move all undead minions to an adjacent location, and sanctify the land, which is may spend an action in a location with no enemy minions present that is tainted to heal the land. No card required on a roll of 5 or 6. Remove the tainted crystal. So she is basically our crystal corruption remover for the game, and of course she starts here in Monarch City. And so let me take a look around the board a little bit here. She probably needs to clear out some of the minions around Monarch City. It's not good to have too many congregating there. So let me think about this for a bit, and then we'll get to doing her actions. Alright, so let's have the Cleric for her first of 6 actions. Take a 1 walking move to the Dancing Stone with the 2 undead minions, and she gets +1 on attacks against them. So she'll spend her second action to attack those 2 undead minions, and she gets a +1. And you need a 4+, so she's going to need 3+. Wow, and she gets a 4 and a 5, so she takes both of them out. So good move there. And now I think I'm going to spend 2 more of her actions. So that's 4 actions spent to move 2 more times. So she's going to go 1, 2, and move into Wolf Pass with the 2 Dragonkin ones, and then she'll spend an action to attack the 2 Dragonkin. Now she doesn't get a plus to hit those, and it's 5+. So let's see if she can do any damage. And she gets a 3 and a 4, which means she does not do anything to them. She's not tough enough to take them out. She has 1 action remaining, and of course with the 1 action remaining, I think we're going to get her out of harm's way. And I'm going to move her over to Orc Valley, because eventually we'll want to get over to the dragon's location so she can do her quest. Okay, well, she took out those undead minions, and she is now out of actions. So we are now on to the evening phase, which is drawing 2 hero cards. So off top of the deck, and she gets a blue Rockbridge Pass card, good against Sapphire, 1 die, gate location, and she gets a special, which is Militia Secures Area. Ignore placing minions on one of the locations identified by the Darkness Spreads card. So that's not a bad card to have. And again, like I said, special cards can be played at any time, so she can do that even on another player's turn. Doesn't have to be on her turn. All right, well, that's now we're into the tense portion, which is the Darkness Spreads. So let's see what kind of horrible things are going to happen. Well, it's one of the special Darkness Spreads card, and it's an Orc War Party, and it says add 1 Orc to each location that currently has 1 Orc and only 1 Orc on it. And we'll just look at the general movement. That is Varkalak trying to move directly to Monarch City. That's not going to happen. So we have to look at the board, and we have to find every location that has just 1 Orc on it and nothing else. And I think we have 4 locations. We have Thorny Wood up here, so we'll place 1 Orc there. And in Whispering Wood, there's 1, so I'll put 1. Greenleaf Village, there's 1, so we put 1. And last over here is Unicorn Forest. Has 1, it's going to get another 1. Okay, that is going to be the end of the Cleric's turn. Okay, so we're going to be doing the Adventurer next turn, so we're just going to have a quick look at the Adventurer, her cards, her abilities, and that will be the end of turn 3. All right, so up next is going to be the Adventurer. So let's look at her 2 cards that she has right now. She has a horse card for black and for blue for the Dragonkin and the Undead. Dark Woods card, 1 die to fight against Varkalak, and a Sapphire 1 die to fight against Sapphire Blizzard Mountain card. Those are her 2 cards. Let's take a look at her quest, and she has defeat. She's an undead hunter. It says defeat 4 undead. As you fulfill this quest, you place the undead defeated on this card for reference, and once you defeat 4 of them, you get the reward, which is discard this quest card to avoid placing troops in 1 black location on the Darkness Spreads card. So that's another good one to have in our back pocket. Eventually, the Adventurer has 5 life points or action points to spend, and we'll look at the Adventurer card. And this is from one of the expansions, and I can't remember which one it is, but I think it's the only expansion character we have for this game. Anyway, the Adventurer. The titles do make me laugh. It's like Ranger. It reminds me of the Dungeons & Dragons cartoons. I think it was from the 80s or 90s. It's like Ranger, and I am Dungeon Master. But anyway, back to the card. The Adventurer. It says friends to local places. When ending a turn at an inn, draw an extra hero card. So she'd be drawing 3 cards instead of 2. Also as normal, and the Adventurer may choose 2 colors rather than 1. So keeping all hero cards that match the colors. So normally when you're at an inn and you want to do rumors at the end, you draw 2 cards and you choose 1 color. She gets to draw 3 cards and choose 2 colors. So she can get more information, more cards that way. Dungeon Delver. Add 1 extra die to dice being rolled for any quest card resolution, non-combat, that requires the roll of dice. Her quest is to kill undead, so right now she doesn't have a dice quest, but she would get to add an extra die to do that, so that's good. Minor quest. When the Adventurer ends her turn on a location with a treasure chest, roll 3 dice and gain a hero card for each 5 or 6 rolls. So that's another great way to start collecting cards to help us defeat the generals. And at the bottom, Magic Pouch. The Adventurer may keep up to 14 hero cards in her hand, so she's probably going to play a pretty big part in beating down the generals in this game, because she can collect cards quickly, and she can hold a lot of cards. All right, that was turn 3, the Cleric's turn. Still too many minions around Monarch City for my liking. However, the generals didn't move this turn. All right, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Join me next time for the Adventurer's turn, turn 4.